Good morning, class. In our yesterday's class, we have seen the prediction of hybridization. That means how we can predict the hybridization of a certain molecule which is given to you. Now, today we are just going to discuss about the third type of bond. Remember that we have discussed about before electrovalent bond and covalent bond, their formation, what are the necessary conditions for their formation, and after that we have seen the electron dot as well as Lewis dot structures for these molecules. Now today we are going to discuss about the third type of bond, that is coordinate bond or dative bond we called. Okay. Now the definition tells us the bond formed between two atoms by sharing a pair of electrons provided entirely by one of the combining atoms. Okay. But said by both is called a coordinate bond or dative bond. If you remember electrovalent bond, in electrovalent bond the electrons get transferred completely from one atom to other. In covalent bond, the electrons are shared mutually between the two atoms. But in case of coordinate bond, the bond between two atoms will be shared by a pair of electrons in which one atom will entirely donate, or we can say entirely share with other atoms. We call it a coordinate bond or dative bond. This will be clear by an example. Conditions for the formation of coordinate bond. What are the conditions required for it? Number one of the two atoms must have at least one lone pair of electrons. That is very necessary. Example, ammonia, water. So in ammonia and water, nitrogen and oxygen, they have got lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons is provided to the other atom for the formation of coordinate bond. Second point, another atom should be sought of at least a lone pair of electrons. Example, hydrogen ion. That means the other atoms should have a deficient of that electron, so which can be accepted by it. And the coordinate bond is represented by this arrow. This arrow means wherever it is pointing, the electron is supplied over there. Okay. Say for example, formation of ammonium ion. Let us try to understand. So ammonium ion is formed from ammonia and hydrogen ion. Okay. So in ammonia, the electron dot structures look like this. Nitrogen has got 5 electrons in the outermost. So 3 got paired with the hydrogen atoms and 2 remains as unpaired electrons. So which will be called as lone pair of electron. Now this lone pair of electron, hydrogen, which has not have any electron, will be completely donated to it, or it will be shared with that. Okay, it will be shared with that. So in doing so, since the nitrogen will be sharing this electron to hydrogen, the bond can be shown by this arrow, as we know. And now since nitrogen has now 4 bonds, but actually it has only 3 bonds, but if it makes 4 bonds, then it will gain a positive charge. So this is the ammonium ion, and this bond is a coordinate bond. Okay, this bond is a coordinate bond. Similarly, formation of hydronium ion, water molecule, we have got 2 lone pair of electrons, so one lone pair of will be donated to hydrogen ion to form a coordinate bond, other will remain as it is. And since this oxygen also makes now 3 bonds, it will gain a positive charge, so it will have a positive charge, so that will be hydronium ion. Similarly, we'll see the formation of ozone molecule, O3. So the Lewis dot structure is this one, and the coordinate bond formation will take place in this way. Next we have got nitric acid. In nitric acid also the molecules will look like this. Okay, in this over here, this nitrogen supplies electron to the oxygen to form a coordinate bond. Similarly, chlorine can form oxyacids, which are known as hypochlorous acid HClO, chlorous acid HClO2, chloric acid HClO3, and perchloric acid HClO4. Okay, now let's see how they have formed. So the first one is hypochlorous acid HClO. The electron dot structure is this one. Okay, the electron dot structure is this one. Now in this case, this oxygen has supplied an electron to the hydrogen. Similarly, in chlorous acid, we don't have coordinate bond. So it is, the molecule is as it is. They don't have coordinate bond, these two. Then we have got chloric acid HClO3. Over here we have got we have got a coordinate bond. In this, Cl giving electron to the oxygen, coordinate bond. Similarly, if you have got HClO4, okay, this also have coordinate bond, that is perchloric acid. The electron dot structure is like this, and now they have got one coordinate bond in this way. Okay, you can see the structures, how the coordinate bond have been formed. Assignment for today, assignment 17, define coordinate bond. Question number 1. Question number 2, what are the necessary conditions for the formation of coordinate bond? And question number 3, explain the formation of the following compounds: ammonium ion, hydronium ion, nitric acid, and chloric acid. So you need to show the electron dot structures and how the coordinate bond has been formed. So complete this and send it in